All right, well, we're here today in Northfield, and it's a pretty exciting day for us. Out back, we have our old engine 3513, which is a 1992 Pierce Dash fire engine. It has served the village for 30 years, and it's hard to believe that a 1992 fire truck, up until maybe a week ago, is still being used and frontline service for a fire department. They're very well-made trucks. They're custom built from the ground up. But that truck from 1992 has everything you'd expect a 1992 vehicle to have. There's been a lot of safety upgrades, technology upgrades. That was actually one of the first fire trucks ever custom built for Northfield Village, and maybe the first one custom built especially for Northfield Village. Following that truck in 2010, engine 3514 was built. It cost right around $393,000 when we bought it back then, and it's been serving as our frontline truck. With engine 3513 going out of service, we can come over to our new engine 3513, which is a 2022 Pierce fire engine. Out the door with all fees and everything, this fire truck cost right around $550,000. Interesting note about fire trucks is, so this fire truck sitting here today, it was actually ordered January of 2020. And it took 2021, January of 2021. And it took 16, 18 months to build this fire truck. When they get built, they're built from the frame all the way up. So our firefighters sat down, they came up with how they wanted cabinets, what equipment they wanted in cabinets, how they could store them. They came up with how everything would be laid out. And little things as over time, back in '92, we didn't think about putting plugs in every cabinet. Nowadays, everything's got a charger. Every one of the cabinets in this truck, they have plugs in case we have to put chargers in them. So we have cabinets that have hand tools, cabinets that have all the specialized equipment for using fire hydrants. As we come this way, it's got the hose the firefighters would use in case there was a fire. These are pre-connected and ready to go. So the pump operator can give them water and we're ready to start fighting fire right away. In the back of the fire truck here, there's room for two firefighters to sit back here. And over time, as we look at it, on the far side, you'll see fire extinguishers, there's tools. They have everything the firefighter would need if they showed up at a fire scene, so they can immediately start getting to work and doing their jobs. And it's all secured in there. They have headsets back there to talk to the drivers, to listen to the radio dispatch. All of these are items that the previous generation of fire truck didn't have. There's a lot more technology built into it. This simple things too has air conditioning, where the other trucks didn't have air conditioning. And the past week or two has been anything when it's 95 degrees outside and humid. After fighting a fire, it's nice to be able to go inside a cab of a vehicle and be able to cool down. These trucks used to have big generators on them to run the lights. Everything nowadays is LED lighting. So with the LED lighting, we don't need to pay for those generators anymore. It does save us some money there. As we walk around it, the guys spent a lot of time to come up with a good color pattern. I think that looks really sharp. We've gotten a lot of compliments on how it's come together. There's plenty of room for all the equipment that we would be using on the fire truck. The firefighters have undergone training the past few weeks of driving it, of working the pump, of using all of the equipment, loading things on. And this fire truck will probably be here until 2050, we would expect. So long after I'm gone from this fire department, this fire truck will still be serving the residents of Northfield Village. So they're expensive, but they do last a long time. They take a long time to build. They're very, very specialized for each community based on what we have here. Any questions about what you see as you look at the fire truck as we walk around it, or?
No.
All right.
anybody has any questions, they can always send us a question and we can forward it on to you.
This cabinet doesn't have a lot in it right now because we built this one specially to have battery chargers. So there's extra plugs in here. As technology goes down the road and we have more things that need to be plugged in or need a power supply, this is a cabinet that we've set up for future use. We still have some basic hand tools we're moving over from the other truck. We'll go in there. Back here we do have little generators just in case we need them for power on the scene. Fire extinguishers, we still use a lot of them. And what else do we have? A lot of what the firefighters were doing when they designed this is they tried to make it so it was easier for the firefighter to use. So if you look at some of the other fire trucks, the hose is pretty high. And what they did on here is move things down. It's stuck on this one right here.
Yeah, that's why it's just
So when you look at the back here, it's more at a level where any firefighter can come up here pretty easily and grab it, and they're not climbing on the back of the truck. With the old trucks, you'd be hanging onto the side. It's dangerous to load it. You can get hurt, slips and falls. And it takes a little bit more time. So we try to set everything up so we're quick to get the fire hose out and start doing that job. I think that's the quick 5-minute tour around the new fire truck.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.